Hello, warriors. It's Suzanne. Tonight I wanted to talk about something that is close to my passions in another segment of Up Close and Personal, and it's community involvement and giving back. I am very proud to be part of my community, and I've always looked for ways to be involved or get more involved. Depending on where you work, you can do that easily, support some local nonprofits with payroll deduction. I have been the United Way coordinator for my work for the last 3 years, and kind of over the entire district, and had my little helpers at each individual place or building. So that is one way that you can get involved, not only in your community and giving back to your community, but also get more involved with where you work with. So if you get asked to be a United Way coordinator for your company, give it a try. Other ways, sometimes you just fall into these things. I did a story when I first started with my current job about the Friday Food Bag Foundation. And I was just so amazed how it was run and everything, because it's completely donation grant based, and everything goes back into what they're doing, which is providing brown bags of food, single serve, different items that kids can take home Friday afternoons, so they have food over the weekends. So, kind of ask around with your local school district, and even get involved with a PTO if you have the time and, in whatever capacity you can commit to it. But local, small nonprofits have always been close to my heart. Yes, there are the big ones like United Way that support other programs. Boys and Girls Club, my daughter goes there. But sometimes the ones that get overlooked the most are the small, little, local nonprofits where people came together, saw a need, and tried to fulfill that in their communities. And a way that I have found for some of my friends was just by going to local vendor events. I have done those over most of the time I have been here, and just kind of fell into them when they posted searches for vendors on different Facebook groups. And it just fascinated me how the community can come together to support each other and support a good cause. One of the first ones I did was like a local vendor show, and it supported MOPS, which is Mothers of Preschoolers, and the local chapter. So the ladies can go to the big convention and, meet the other moms in the group and everything, and exchange other ideas. So I thought, wow, you're kind of doing double duty there. You're giving vendors, crafters, artists, local small businesses, people with at-home businesses a way to get exposed and even network with each other while giving back to your community. So that was one of the driving forces behind a couple of my good friends, Karen and Michelle, myself, and some of the other vendors that we kept running into each other. And it's like, why don't we start something that we could kind of put on regularly, and then also give back to our community? And so that's what we have been doing almost a year now. We started really, really small last November at a local bar in an upstairs room. There was 5 of us, and it was almost dreadful. It was very, very slow. A couple friends stopped by, but we kind of built it. We didn't let us get discouraged from the low turnout we had. And so we built it, and it's been an amazing experience. Yes, it has not always been easy. Summer months kind of slowed us down, but just having the opportunity to network and get out in the community, be seen, and also connect with local media outlets, local different authorities, like for us it's the Downtown Development Authority and stuff like that. But the really, really good, feel-good thing about this for me is it's my passion to give back to local nonprofits, and so that's what we've been doing. We have giving, we've been giving money to our local police department's victims assistance unit, to the Friday Food Bank Foundation, which is one of my close to my heart local nonprofits, and we have given to Big Brother Big Sister program. We have two more that we're going to give to, which is the Cheyenne Equestrian Center and our local Operation Back to School. And that's another non-profit endeavor, which I came into through my job too, because it's a community effort between Needs Incorporated and local businesses and the school district I'm working for. And we're we're collecting donations and monetary donations in any shape or form to provide school supplies for students in need. And the program started 27 years ago and has grown so much. Now not only involves K through 12, but also college students. We're supporting a loaner program for the very expensive T81 calculators. And all of these efforts, all of these things I have been part of, many of those profit local nonprofits, many of those speak to my passion of giving back to my community and being a part of my community. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Yes, putting on vendor events can be nerve-wracking. You want to pull your hair out at times. But when you see it all come together and the impact you can have on your community, it's kind of that, okay, I did something good. It's the feel-good moment. It's the moment when you see your passion reach out across town. I mean, we even have people from neighboring states come into our events. And just, no matter what amount we're giving, just being able to give and support a local nonprofit is so fulfilling, and it's my passion project and something I'll be forever part of in one shape or another. And so if you have a local nonprofit that is close to your heart, go, make the contact, find a person to talk to, see what you can do. It doesn't have to be a vendor fair, but it can be a simple lemonade stand. A friend of mine that I met while my daughter was doing ballet lessons, her kids decided, all right, these are the 2 days. It's the busiest season in town, as we had a big event in town, which is yearly, and they put up a lemonade stand. And these are kids giving back to kids. And they sold their lemonades and they collected some money, and they're going to hand it over to the Friday Food Bank Foundation. So it's kids supporting kids. And that brings me to another important point. Involve your kids. If giving back in whatever shape or form that might be, whether it's volunteering, raising funds, or being in the Starbucks drive-thru and seeing in the rearview mirror that it seems like the person behind you is having a tough time, pick up the coffee bill. You're already there anyways. If a $5 coffee is going to make someone's day because you paid for it and paid it forward, why not? And I kind of jumped there. And involve your kids. If that is something you want to instill in them, and that is important to you, that they know that you're involved with it, bring the kids. I have brought my daughter to bag fillings. My daughter knows I had delivered bags to the school she was going to, and it's always important to give back. One of my proudest moments was when at church camp, all the kids got backpacks with school supplies, and my daughter decided to donate hers to Operation Back to School and to give back to another child, because she's like, I don't want anyone to go without school supplies. Those are the moments that just tug on your heartstrings because you get validation you did something right. So if giving back, giving a hand forward, helping your community is part of your passions, I encourage you to find a way to do that. I have a friend who's a crazy, amazing balloon twister, and she has a competition every year of asking people to post logos of their local favorite nonprofits, and she donates her time for their events. So whatever your business is, wherever your passions are, you can find ways to locally be involved in your community and give back to your community, and I encourage you to take that step. Not because you want gratitude and recognition, but because it's something that lies within your passion. Because that's why I have done all my local involvement, a lot of my local involvement. It's because I want to be part of my community and give back to the community in whatever shape or form I can. Thank you so much for watching this and listening. This is Suzanne with Warrior of Light Coaching, and this was my segment on getting involved in your community and giving back. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful evening.